Hey everyone, Aaron here from MTGChallengers, and welcome to Game 2 of the match between Evan playing Orzhov Midrange and me playing Bant Planeswalkers. For side options this game, Evan removed 1 Doomblade, 1 Ultimate Price, 2 Mutavaults, and all 4 Devour Flesh from his starting 60. In place of them, he put in 3 Sin Collector, 1 Bile Blight, 2 Drown in Sorrow, and 2 Whip of Erebos. As for my choices, I removed 1 Supreme Verdict, 1 Sphinx's Revelation, 1 Detention Sphere, 1 Kiora the Crashing Wave, and 1 Jace Architect of Thought from my main deck. In their places, I put in 2 Rapid Hybridization, 1 More Last Breath, 1 Unravel the Aether, and 1 Blind Obedience. Evan took a mulligan down to 6 cards this game and was on the play. He played a Temple of Silence for his first turn, scrying 1 and chose to leave the card on top. I played a Temple of Enlightenment, scrying for myself, and chose to send the top card to the bottom. Evan just played a Godless Shrine tapped and passed. I played an Island and passed it back. Evan just drew his card for turn and passed it back again, stuck on 2 lands. I just played a Mutavault. Evan just drew and passed again. I laid down another Temple of Enlightenment, choosing to send the top card to the bottom once again. Evan still didn't get a land and was forced to discard this turn, getting rid of an Elspeth, Sun's Champion. I cast a Jace, Architect of Thought on my next turn and used his -2 ability. I revealed a Plains, an Elspeth, Sun's Champion, and a Detention Sphere. Evan put Elspeth in a pile of her own, so I took the bigger pile and sent her to the bottom. I forgot to play my land for turn and discarded a Rapid Hybridization and a Supreme Verdict. Evan finally got a 3rd land in the form of an Orzhov Guildgate, which entered tapped. I used Jace's -2 ability again, killing him and revealing a Last Breath, a Sphinx's Revelation, and a Hollowed Fountain. Evan put the Revelation in a pile of its own, which I chose to take. I then played a Breeding Pool tapped and passed. Evan played another Temple of Silence on his next turn and chose to leave the card on top. He then cast a Sin Collector to look at my hand, but I cast a Syncopate for 1 to counter it. I played a Plains on my next turn and cast an Elspeth, Sun's Champion. I used her +1 ability, getting 3 1/1 soldiers and passed the turn. Evan used a Hero's Downfall to kill her and passed it back. I played an Azorius Guildgate. I then swung for 3 with my tokens, taking Evan to 17. He cast a Pack Rat on his next turn, which I chose to counter with a Dissolve. I also got to scry from it and sent the top card of my library to the bottom. He then cast a Bile Blight to kill all of my soldiers. I used another Dissolve to counter it and scryed again, leaving the card on top. On my next turn, I cast a Kiora the Crashing Wave and used her -1 to draw a card and play a Breeding Pool tapped. I then swung for another 3, taking Evan to 14. Evan played a Swamp and cast a Drown in Sorrow. I used yet another Dissolve to counter it and sent the top card to the bottom from the scry. I killed Kiora to draw another card on my next turn. I then played a Hollowed Fountain tapped and swung with my tokens along with my Mutavault for 5, taking Evan to 9. He played another Swamp on his next turn and cast a Blood Baron of Viscopa. At the end of his turn, I cast a Sphinx's Revelation for 3, going to 23 and drawing 3 cards. I played a second Mutavault on my turn and cast an Elspeth, Sun's Champion. I used her -3 ability to destroy Evan's Blood Baron. I then swung for another 5 with my Mutavault and tokens, dropping Evan to 4. He played another Swamp and cast a second Blood Baron. At the end of his turn, I used a Rapid Hybridization to destroy it, and he got a 3/3 Frog Lizard token. Without the lifelink of the Baron, he knew he was dead and scooped it up, giving me the win to the game and the match. So that's it for this gameplay. Be sure to check out our others. To see the exact lists for these decks, check the description box for links to the respective deck techs, and also be sure to like our Facebook page for behind-the-scenes information regarding upcoming decks, matchups, and other projects. Thanks for visiting, and if you like what you see, subscribe for more Magic the Gathering content.